Welcome to the Nerd Party.
I'm Darren Moser.
I'm Philip Gilfus.
I'm Daniel Prue.
And this is City Alpha 3.
Welcome to City Alpha 3, the Star Trek podcast here on the Nerd Party Network. I am Philip Gilfus, your host, joined as always by my co-hosts Darren and Daniel. Here we are in the second part of Season 4 of Star Trek Discovery. We have Prodigy finished up. We have Picard Season 2 on the horizon, and then Strange New Worlds, and all that going on. But no, we're still talking about Thomas Riker. So, guys, before we continue our unexpected trilogy, how's your Star Trek week going?
I'm excited. We got some pictures of a first wave of Prodigy figures, which we all knew were coming. I mean, come on, guys. It's action figures for Prodigy. Of course they are. I'm still waiting for that giant Murph plush, which I think is a gold mine. If they don't make one, I'm just going to go to Joann's and make my own. I think if I find a template for like a giant peep, I think that's roughly the shape that Murph is.
That's true.
The more I thought about it, I'm like, that actually is the shape of that interesting.
You could make a Murph koosh.
Oh yeah, koosh. Yeah, all sorts of. It's a very American term. Sorry, Philip.
Murph Gack.
Art Gack. Yep.
Oh,
yep.
There you go.
That's a very Nickelodeon.
But
term.
I'm really excited for that. It sounds like we're going to get almost all of the main characters in the first wave, with Murph and Dal being a 2-pack, but Rock Talk is not coming until the second
all
wave.
Alone.
What is that nonsense?
I don't
He's
know.
left all alone to try to keep in, like the character,
Oh, okay. She's in her time dilation field. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
But we'll see. But some people did have some good questions, like do Zero's legs detach so you can put her in kind of floating ball mode? I don't know.
Because those are really long legs. Like, I shouldn't have that long of legs anywhere in the series.
They're pretty long, but that's the other thing, because I think like Jankum feels a little scaled up. It's hard to say because I don't think we've actually seen them next to each other. I think it's been kind of a comp.
Jacob Pog scale is off.
Yeah, pretty much. That could, if that happens, that's going to be the name of that episode where we review those toys. Is going to be Jankum Pog scale is off. But no, I'm excited for that. I'm definitely going to get some of them for my daughter. And start her Star Trek collecting journey. And then she'll never be able to afford any illicit substances because all her money will go towards.
That's how you do it.
Collecting. That's how you do it.
That's
how the nerds do it.
There hasn't been, so I'm going to use series deliberately. There hasn't been Star Trek series action figures in like 20 years.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, like alive. I'm saying of the series that's out now.
And
I mean,
think of
since
like
Enterprise,
Playmates. I still think of the golden age of Playmates TNG, where you were getting like Guinan on the holodeck in the 40s dress. Like they were dipping into the well a lot.
It's always interesting to me too, and I guess we could probably talk about this as a topic or something sometime. But like Star Trek action figures, like I was always like, what am I supposed to do with these guys? They just sit on the bridge and talk to each other. Like, this isn't like, it's not an action show generally. So it's like, so when I was a kid, I liked them, but I was always like, it's not the same as getting like a Luke Skywalker or something, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle where you fight the ninja people. It's like, let's go to the conference room, number one. Okay, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's so
Jean-Luc Picard with treaty negotiating skills.
Oh, the line is drawn here now. Yeah. It's like
Commander LaForge and Commander Data, they're figuring out engineering postulates. Go, figure out that formula.
Data wonders, what does it mean to be human again?
Geordi's teaching, a blind man is teaching a robot to paint, and it's got to be worth somebody. It's looking at someone's book.
See, I was the opposite because I took all mine out of the packaging and I made home videos, like my own episodes. Like Darren's voice hasn't cracked yet when I'm recording this. It's very high. And
collect all figures and put them together in a classical orchestra to play during 10 Forward.
and they're each the solid color plastic instruments. Like there's no definition. It's just, there's a gray one and that teal green and a gold.
Those stupid colors.
Yeah, all those colors. Like that's it. Hey, we didn't care. At least the phaser beams were reddish pink.
Then we get into the controversy of having the phaser beam versus having just the regular phaser, which I really think is probably a choking hazard. May have been the explanation, but if you had just done the phaser versus,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Some of those tools that Jordy had were really small.
true.
Like I think
That's true.
we were well within the
Spanish.
realm of choking hazard for all of these toys before even the phasers.
That's why they never produced the exocomp.
yep.
And just float right on down there. Yeah.
It's like a Cadbury egg. No, Timmy, no.
Darren was very optimistic with his week in Star Trek, but mine was a little more melancholic because we watched Past Tense parts 1 and 2.
Oh, aka prediction of the future Trek.
The closer we get to 2024,
It's getting really scary, Daniel.
just saying. So that was, it was a thing that happened. But those episodes are great. Those are really good episodes.
They're really good.
Mm-hmm. Is that you're doing your preparation for Picard season 2? When they are also in the 21st century.
That's right. Oh, except they're in 2022 or 2020. Oh, didn't we talk about this? They were.
Yeah, they're in a weird future. They're 2026.
I can't remember.
It's like just ahead.
They just, you're right. That's what it was. Yeah. So I guess.
That's right. Because I remember we postulated, like, are they going to run across Cisco and Julian? Like, are they going to just be there?
Oh, well. Well, the alternate past future is not what we're talking about. We are continuing because you asked it to talk about
The
Thomas
alternate
Riker.
future of Thomas Riker.
We are continuing from last week when we postulated that if the some writers' thoughts about killing off Will Riker and replacing him with Thomas Riker during Second Chances Season 6 of TNG, what would Season 7 and beyond have looked like for the crew of the Enterprise D/E, if we get that far. So we went all the way up. I don't know if we went halfway up, but we did a good part. All the way up
Episode
to Pegasus.
11, which is, it's about halfway.
It's just,
We had to lay a lot of ground rules. We had to establish
did.
a lot of things. So.
Yeah, no ticky backies. That was one. So anyway, so we're going to start with Pegasus, ostensibly very much a Riker episode, but how will Thomas Riker react?
I'd say this is the most Riker episode of the season. So, oh man.
Yeah, definitely. Here's the thing. Because we're building a hypothetical alternate 7th season, we, as the all-knowing, all-seeing writers, can use this episode to highlight the differences between Will and Thomas, or essentially play it out kind of the same, because that incident had happened in both of those men's past where there was no difference in their lives before that point. So it depends on how you guys want to handle it, I guess.
That's what I was kind of thinking too. The more I thought about it, the more it actually might not change at all. The only thing that is different is that we actually are more on board with Thomas Riker siding with his old captain than Will Riker. Because for us, Will Riker, oh man, like you've had all these years with Picard, and like, isn't Picard your captain? Like what, like where's your loyalty? But Thomas, like technically he barely knows Picard. He knows his old captain way more. And so you could almost play the entire episode out the same way, but it kind of gels more with it being Thomas. Not that we can't make changes, but that was kind of my first thought.
And I almost think this is almost the first episode, not that TNG is necessarily that kind of show, but whatever, that this could really be the exploring Thomas episode. Because up till now, we've touched it, we're getting a little bit of him, we've gotten a little bit, but like this is like, who is Thomas? What does he think? It's not that deep as much as it was about Will, Where does he come from? Where is his loyalties? And I think with Thomas, you kind of explore, because again, we don't know him. This is that episode kind of spot. He gets the spotlight for this one. And just like I think Ezri had like a big, I can't remember what it was, but like Ezri kind of had an episode. But this is sort of Thomas's like, who is this guy? And I almost feel like you could almost have Pressman dangling something for Thomas. So it's sort of like, you lost all these years. You helped me out with this mission, Thomas. We can make there's a first officer slot waiting for you over at the whatever.
Because we've made him a lieutenant commander at this point, right? Like he got the retro,
And Pressman could just be like, forget about ketchup. You should have been where Will was. So why don't we make that happen?
Which Thomas knows, I'm not ready. Like, he's like, I haven't had all of those experiences.
Not seasoned enough. you learn a lot in those 2 years.
Yeah, no, I think...
Well, no, because Will got promoted that day, essentially.
That's what I'm saying. There's 2 years between...
But I'm saying...
I know.
I'm saying Thomas knows he's not ready to be commander. Like, commander.
Took 2 years for Will. I know. That's why I'm joking. Yeah. You learn a lot in those 2 years.
Oh, you're right. It was a lot. Yeah. But, yeah, no, and that's the cool thing is for the audience, like, like you said, Philip, we're learning about Thomas's background, but in the back of our minds, all the audience are also going to be thinking, but this is also Will's background. Like, I wonder what Will would be doing in this situation, how he would be handling it, because it's their first shared history that both men have gone through before the split that we've seen. So that could be really interesting.
It's also kind of an interesting dynamic too, because this is the first time that we would be having, well, not the first time, because I guess we talked about Loxana and stuff, but somebody from his past come in, because from their perspective, it's different when there's two Rikers in front of you. Then you're like, okay, there's just two of them. But from like Pressman's perspective, this is the same person that
I don't
the last
think
time he interacted with.
Yeah, I think it's been established that Will, or Riker in quotes, hasn't seen Pressman since that incident,
right?
Or for a long time. So there's no. Well, remember that time we're at the bar, Will, and it's like, no, he doesn't, because that was the other Will. It's like, no, there's none of that. It's gonna. That's why I'm saying it's gonna kind of play out almost the same way.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the Pressman knows Riker. He knows Thomas. I mean, and I mean, we can get a little bit, and again, don't have to go deep, but like, what did those years
What is the measure of a man? I mean, wait, no, we can't.
Like, what did those, maybe an incident or two about those years when Thomas was all alone, I don't know. Make something up on the, did he think about killing himself? Did he, blah, blah, blah? Did he make a Wilson type ball and make friends with it until it floated away? What happened?
Yeah. And I mean, we know he carved that painting for Deanna, but it's like, he's got to also have thought about other stuff. And I mean, this seems to be a critical moment of his life, this event that happened. I think he'd even mentioned in Pegasus, like, there's almost a day doesn't go by where he doesn't think about it, like the choices he made. So of course when he's got nothing to do for 8 years, he's dwelling on it.
Yeah.
And in a way, that's a key difference between Thomas and Will, is that Thomas has had kind of an unchecked
I like that.
8-year time to think about this moment.
But it also matters if there was a fully functioning holodeck on the station that he was on, because that could have just gone by in an instant, honestly.
Maybe it's a hollow, like, corner, so like it can make a bartender, like a single person appear, like that's it, like not even a room. I don't know.
I am imagining, because I know we haven't gotten there, but I'm just go ahead, fast forward 2000 whatever 3. These are the voyages, and Jonathan Frakes, as he was, he had grown, but like he still put on the yellow uniform with the lieutenant commander pips just to do These Are the Voyages straight on.
Oh, I get you. That's right.
I'd have been like, man, time has passed, Will, or Thomas.
Thinking about this issue, Will, has really aged you. You look terrible.
But
yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what would be that different, except for maybe more confrontation between Thomas and Pressman than we had with Will. Because Will kind of had a, like, not deer in the headlights, but like, when like a child is confronted by a parent and you kind of are put in your place. I kind of got that vibe in this episode with Will, where it's like he's really uncomfortable in this whole situation. Like, he does not like lying to Picard. He doesn't like being put in this situation. And I don't know, I think Thomas would probably play it a little differently. Like, he'd be more
tempted.
Well, what
Yeah,
if,
more
or
tempted.
I was actually thinking, what if we went the other direction with it, and you guys can shoot this idea down. But what if, like you said before, Darren, he's had 8 years to think about it, and he's decided this was absolutely the wrong call. We never should have been doing this.
He doesn't need a sit down with Troi to figure that out. He's already made that decision.
He doesn't need a hologram program.
So he's furious at Pressman, and he's
He
definitely
beams on. He's like, "You son of a!" punches him right 2 seconds in, and there's like, "Whoa, what's
I had
going
two
on?"
things on my list: marry Deanna, punch Pressman if I ever saw him.
Yeah. He holds up his list. It's like that slate phaser card.
It's like Steve Rogers kind of list from.
It looks like a crude pad. Like it's been carved into a pad shape. Because I guess paper's out, so pads are in. No, I like that, Daniel. I like him coming to that quicker, and then more of the episode.
It's less the temptation.
It's less of the mystery,
and then Pressman can offer him a future.
That's true. We could still have that, but I'm saying Picard finds out sooner, and then so the mystery is shifted from the front half of the episode where Picard's trying to figure out what's up with Riker, what is going on, what is the secret, and it's on the back half of more of everybody's got to work together and get us out of here because we're all in a jam, and I think that goes better with this new Thomas because we've just had, these one-on-one meetings with Picard. Like we're already establishing this Picard-Thomas relationship, this mentor-mentee. Like I don't think he'd want to throw that away. It's like you're in my corner. The last thing I want to do is lie to you. So I think you're right, Daniel. I think he'd straight up be like, "Hey, Picard, we got to talk." And maybe Pressman heads him off. So he delays it like a tiny bit, but we know that Thomas is chomping at the bit.
Because I'm trying to figure out, because, I think regardless, maybe when Admiral and Thomas have their first meeting, Thomas is giving the FU, but then Admiral still gives him an order. You will not reveal. And so Thomas still has to be like, because it's not just loyalty. I mean, it is, but it's also like, because he's still the good officer. I'm doing hand quotes there. What does he do? And Admiral just told a lieutenant
he's
commander.
He's sitting there at his console, and he's tapping in Morse code, and Data's picking it up, and it's like
for the next loop
with positronic level 3 on the asteroid.
Like you're saying, Philip, it's not entirely loyalty, although that's a big part of the William part of it, but it is also like authority as well. Like he does have the ability. He could hold something over Thomas, because Thomas himself could be held responsible for what happened before. So it's like he could easily be like, man, you were right there with us. It's like you.
Yeah, Thomas could blame himself.
Yeah. So there's stuff he could pull for sure.
Because I'm thinking for the teaser, and I don't have a specific example, but I'm not trying to make Thomas sparkly, but you could have Thomas. He's not perfect. He's not Will. He messed something up. In the teaser, like he messes something up.
He's not having a good day.
Yeah, and it's he's not.
And it's about to get worse. Beam on.
He accidentally runs into
Admiral Pressman.
Dumps the coffee or whatever. Hot chocolate. And so, so it's not like he's not going to be captain tomorrow. Because, and so that might set up this temptation later of like, I can give you a free ticket, Thomas. You don't have to.
So maybe we get that scene with Troi, but it's not.
Where do I belong?
It's not. In a way, it's not like he's been offered a position again. Kind of the why am I still sitting here? It's more of the. It's more of the like I got a lot of catching up to do. Like I feel so behind where I wanted to be in my career. Like 8 years, I lost 8 years to that planet.
Well, and aside from the fact that obviously Will has been through a bunch of like actual significant incidents, he's also kind of a smooth talker. I think that's part of his charm is like he's a people person and he like gets along with all of his commanding officers.
I'm a people person.
And I'm thinking, what if that's something that you build into Thomas's character, where he went 8 years without interacting with another human being, and he doesn't have that skill set anymore, and like that's why he's fumbling, and he's like, he's
awkward.
Yeah, and it's like he doesn't warm up his
his absolute candor.
Yeah. because Riker schmoozes. I can see him going into like an admiral.
He sits on torpedo buttons and talks to the tactical officer.
No, I like that.
Okay. All right. So obviously a lot happening in this, and next couple episodes we're going to speed through here, but I'll take our time. But I don't think much applies quite out of the gate here. Next we have Homeward. If you don't remember, this is Worf's adopted brother and the holographic village and the sign of the LaForge.
I don't think really anything happens with Riker. I think maybe there's. I mean, we could. Now remind me, we're partnering Thomas more with the
Sergio.
Forge.
Well, he's on ops at this station. Or he's basically
right,
ops.
but like we're
they're
establishing
pals.
more of a buddy.
Yeah.
So this could be an opportunity where maybe Worf takes him into his confidence on his plan, and we're getting a little bit of Thomas Worf, because we have to make him gel with the other characters. We can't just have him be sitting on the con the whole time.
Worf's complaining about brothers, and Thomas is like, "Well, I don't exactly have a brother, but
I have a father." Which,
Well, I had a transporter double. Does that count?
Yeah.
And Data's like, I had a evil, and it's like Worf's like, none of you were helping. All right.
Yeah, I don't think there's much in Homework.
Okay. So for the next episode, also not will apply, Sub Rosa.
Oh,
I mean,
is Will even in Sub Rosa?
No, he's very little because this was directed by Jonathan Frakes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we could probably skip it then.
Yeah.
Also, who cares? Because nothing happens in it. So,
yeah. By the way, just looking at directing credits for a second, Pegasus directed by the second time first person directing, LeVar Burton. So he did second.
Yeah, LeVar likes directing Riker-esque episodes, I guess. He's 2 for 2 at this point.
Hey, directing to the director. Next, I don't think, but you tell me, Lower Decks. Lower Decks.
There are a couple of scenes that this. Well, yeah. I mean, there's the scene, of course, at 10 Forward where.
He's from Canada.
Yeah.
Well, but wait. But he's not in that position anymore.
He's impressing Data. That's even harder.
Oh, you're right.
He's got to impress Data.
So
that would be pretty funny. Actually, that scene.
My uncle was a microwave.
No, but what if it's the reverse where, yes, you still have the ensigns trying to impress Data, which is like, good luck, like reading the brick wall. But then Thomas is taking them under his wing and kind of being like, hey, this is kind of what I did in the academy, and this is what I kind of did with my old
Is he hosting Poker Night?
Officers. For the junior officers?
Well, no. I mean, who's hosting Poker Night still? Is Data now the host, or has it gone to Thomas? Because they have the poker scene.
No, it can't go to Thomas. It would have to be... Let's give it to...
Well, it's not like he's not upper decks. He's still a bridge crew member. He's just not the commander.
Well, that's the thing about that episode. It's very important is the distinction between the bridge
right. So I was talking
rest.
about the poker nights. So I would see him still doing poker nights because that is what Will did. And
no, I'm sorry. I just disagree because it would be awkward. That would be like you showing up that your friends.
Do they not do Poker Night anymore? Is that what you're saying, Daniel?
No, I think they should. I think
because it reminds them too much.
I think like Troi or somebody underutilized should get it, and they can run with it. Or even Worf. Worf could do it. Or Data. I don't think Data could do it.
I mean, I know Deanna
got the visor. He's invested.
I know Deanna has been in poker scenes, but I don't think I could tell you what she is as a poker player because I've seen I have memory. You know, we know Will, of course. Worf usually loses. LaForge has had some moments. Data's always the dealer, but I couldn't not tell you Deanna as character as poker player. So yeah, let's make her the host.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Deanna should.
She's got that large office that they could totally play in there. Not this cramped quarters.
Did Will bequeath his poker chips to her and in his will?
Oh boy, Deanna should not be allowed to play. Geordi should not be allowed to play, and Data should not be allowed to play poker.
But they're special optronically led lined cards, so Geordi can't cheat.
Okay. Now what about Deanna?
Well, she has to be. It's hard for her to play against Data because she can't read his.
With one person, she can't read one person. She can still win most of the time.
Well, he has to sit next to her.
Yeah. And who was the other person I said?
LaForge.
No, he already said he gave
Data.
a reason. Data can card count, and he knows exactly what the odds are.
But your tell is that you don't have a tell.
Anyways, I guess it doesn't really matter.
But what do you think, Daniel? Though about Thomas or Data and the lower deckers though? How do you think that's going to
I think the idea of
Love it.
Replacing Data as the guy that the Riker substitute, but I can't remember his name, is trying to impress is awesome. I think you can Sam, yeah.
Sam Lavelle.
You can easily have that same scene where Data comes into 10 forward and he tries to impress him and says something like you said.
So awkward.
Yeah, something so stupid and awkward. And Data, like, unlike Will, who's obviously very uncomfortable with the situation, Data just sits there, completely stone-faced, and is like,
I just love it that Sam, just whatever awkward thing it's not necessarily awkward, but that's that, Data's giving zero or taking it entirely literally. Sam walks away and just like does your line, just like goes like talking to a brick wall.
It makes me think of it makes me think of like Sutherland Data. Like it's that exact moment where we're seeing him in a command role of, interacting with the lower decks, but he does not have that finesse.
I could be like, he's trying to, and Dave just turns around, can you explain explicitly why you are more qualified than, Ensign
your promotion cycle is not slated to be
looking just like
for another 342 days, Lieutenant or Ensign.
No. So that'd be a fun scene. Yeah. Data's first officers, it's going to be fun, All right, so that's pretty much that. Good episode, but not much for those.
And I'm assuming the end still plays out the same way. I mean, that's almost more of a Worf episode in a way.
Yeah,
but I like
lower
that
deck episode.
Yeah, yes.
Next is Thine Own Self, which is a Data episode. I don't think him being first officer necessarily changes anything. I mean, it's a little weird to send your first officer on a.
He's just wearing red instead of gold.
But whatever, it still works.
This is the one with the
bridge officer's test.
Yes. So this is where we go.
Okay.
So I don't.
But you're right. This is the one where it's like the radiation, and he loses his memory.
Yeah. Okay. So that obviously that doesn't change.
So
anything.
ostensibly,
but the B story, that's where
we can't do the B story in this episode. I would. Two things: either A, we change who does the bridge test, or B, we keep the B story, but we have to put it to another episode. We don't have to say which one. In which case, then you have to say how the B story goes with Data teaching Troi, unless you just want to make someone else be different teaching Troi.
I would say just someone else teaching Troi. I don't necessarily.
I totally wanted to see Data do it, but okay. Who's giving the bridge officer test? Is it Beverly?
Why was Picard not doing that? Just out of
he's got better things to do.
He's just not his role. Okay.
I don't think it's the captain's role to give the bridge officer.
He's an idea guy.
If he wants you on the bridge, he just makes you an acting ensign, and boom, you're on the bridge. You don't have to take any tests. No, I like Beverly because she's a commander. It totally would be her role.
Yeah.
Beverly,
junior bridge officer has to do the next test. Such a blank shit job that you had. Whoever got
goes
it last
back and
has to do
forth
the next
between Data and Beverly.
Yeah,
and
that'd be
really
commanders.
That.
Yeah.
That
actually
gives her
really
something to do.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. I like that. I don't think it really interacts. Now, well, here's a question. Thomas-wise, are we now kind of going back into the what is the Thomas-Deanna relationship because she's struggling? Is she going to reach out to him for help?
I think, you can flip it that she would be go to Thomas, either as a friend or boyfriend or whatever.
With Will, he's all like, I can't help you. I can't give you the answers.
Right,
I'm your proctor. But Thomas is not. Thomas is lower rank than she is.
Yeah. And he doesn't necessarily have all the answers because he's not a bridge officer, but he could be a sounding board. And you could see the dynamics of that relationship, and maybe he does help her stumble upon the answer, not by giving it to her, but just by when I was alone.
But he is a bridge officer, though, right?
But he's not he's not
wearing red.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
it's also you could even play the same thing, kind of obviously with a different tone, but with Beverly administrating her test, you could do the same thing where she's like, I have to be a professional. Like, you have to learn this on your own. I cannot help you. This is that's my role here. And then you can build a little bit on their relationship.
What about the time in yoga? What we always
when we put the mirror up in the wall.
We could actually
we did this. No, nothing.
It's kind of corny, but I actually think it would be an interesting scene where Beverly's stretching and Troi comes in for their regular, and then Beverly just gets up and is like, hey, another time. I cannot have like not
personal
that
time
we
with
aren't
you
friends,
right
but like
now.
like you're in test mode. I cannot interact with you on that. I have
Like Troy's
to be
trying to play it
objectively
cool.
different. Yeah.
Like, hey, Bev, what's going on? Hey, so about the answer to that test. And my brother's
Yeah.
like,
Sorry, gotta go.
Yeah. But no, I like that. I like you get more Beverly interaction, and we get a little bit more Thomas Troi interaction.
Yeah.
No, I like that. We just ignore the A plot completely because it's so cut off from the rest of the crew.
you still get the surprise moment of, you don't get the good line though, where Troy's like, "Oh no, Data, you have to call me sir or ma'am," because now they're the same rank. So anyway, yeah. Okay, next, we have masks. I don't know how to prep you for that. We have masks.
Nothing changes.
Masks.
Data's in red.
Who cares?
That's the only
No
difference.
one. Who cares? No.
I was gonna say I don't even. This is like a Picard episode, right? So this doesn't.
I mean,
really...
it's a Data. Well, it's a Brent Spiner episode, is what it is.
Oh,
Yes.
you're right.
Who cares?
I just want one scene where Thomas is like wigging out because he's like, "What is up with Data? Like, is this normal? Because Data's acting really weird."
Well, this could be, I'll pitch this because it's going to be very, very small because I don't remember what happens explicitly in the episode. But because the first officer and the captain are engaged in, hollow, shape-shifting,
Right.
battle, whatever.
They're basically out of commission right now
Thomas is in the chair, his first time in the captain's chair.
because he's on fourth shift.
Shields
Whatever,
up.
when the comet comes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like, it
He
can just
gets
be a
the-
second. We don't have to make
Yeah.
a meal out of it, but,
I like it.
Sure.
'Cause I forget, did the captain's chair turn into a bush? I forget.
Oh,
So
and
much going on.
but like
You know.
you said, Daniel, we get to hear him say "Red Alert, shields up" again, which we haven't heard in a long time since
You have, like, the con officer going,
before Second Chances.
wink, He said the thing.
He said the thing. I like that. I like that.
Anyway,
It's a slight redeeming quality in masks. We'll take it.
Mask. Okay. Next is, this will be interesting because we're gonna have to change it a little bit. Eye of the Beholder. This is Troi in the warp
Inside the
nacelle.
warp core, warp nacelle.
Because this
Okay.
is where you have the Worf jealousy triangle thing, where there's kind of a Worf Deanna vibe going on, and then he's kissing another girl at the end. You could change it to Thomas. I mean, that's what you could do.
This is one of those episodes that just leaves my head completely. Like, there's
We
that
could
one
just skip
shot.
it. Like we don't have to actually.
There's that one shot in the episode where, wait, this is the one where with the suicide, the murder.
Yes,
The guy with
exactly.
the thing on his
Yeah.
forehead, and he
See,
just jumps.
That's all I remember. Literally, I have no context around the.
Because you have like that ending where like Worf is kissing the other woman and they laugh at Troi when she walks in, and then
because
she
they're
pushes-
recreating the emotions that
Memory.
the person while they were building the Enterprise felt, and then they killed themselves, and it psychically imprinted on the room.
Troi shoots Worf.
I don't
and
even
rushes to
believe
kill
it, and I'm
herself.
saying it, but
Yeah, probably.
Just change
I
Worf
think-
to Thomas. That's
yeah,
what you do.
Dwarf to Thomas, move on. I think, yeah.
Because then you can have a little bit of, not trying to start a melodrama here, but
I mean, it's a Cliff Bull episode. He gives it a good.
well, I was going to say,
but
Will has a wandering eye, and so throughout this episode, maybe you have them again. I don't know if we want to go ahead and be like that they're officially an item, but maybe you and once you get, we don't know this as
they're
the
seeing
viewer.
where it takes them.
Yeah, but we we don't know this as a viewer, but in the fake part, Thomas maybe's eye starts wandering, and she's like, oh wait a minute, oh no,
But we don't know it's the
no.
fake part.
yeah, and so you see it, and you're like, oh, and you're thinking like, oh god, Riker's gonna Riker, and so yeah. Okay, next, I don't think it necessarily changes anything. Makes it a little bit better. Or Genesis. So now we just have the captain and first officer away together, which is weird, but whatever. So you just have Data in red. That's the difference. And then because you can still have, Riker is in command now for like the first time. I mean, because both the first officer and captain have left the ship, and so they left
That's
Commander
right. 'Cause
Riker.
remind
in the
me,
chair.
it's Picard,
And
Data.
That's it.
No, sorry, I'm talking about the command
Yeah.
structure. Picard,
Oh, yes.
Data.
I think Riker.
Geordi?
I mean, it's whatever we want to do. Is
Okay,
the answer.
okay, I'm overthinking
I mean,
it. I get it.
yeah. No, well, no, I
he's a
mean, yeah.
lieutenant because he's a lieutenant commander now,
Right.
and so is Geordi, and
Yep.
they both still outrank Worf. Because he
Actually,
doesn't
at
get
this
promoted
point,
till generations.
would it be interesting to make?
But Beverly is higher rank.
Yes, she's commander, but she's a doctor.
I was going to say, would it be interesting at this point to make Troi third in command? But we've already done disaster, right?
Yes, that's why she decided
that's
to take
why she took the test. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Because she realized how unqualified she was.
No, those two things are nothing alike, Dan.
I was just thinking now that we
oh boy, she's bringing out the cosmic string.
Now that we've gone through both disaster, then the follow-up to disaster, and then now we could see what she learned from her command experience and make her not that this episode is a great episode for that, but because everybody's turning into turtles and frogs and stuff. But
would you reveal that there's a tub in the ready room and Troy's a frog in there?
I'm just saying.
Instead of Neanderthal Riker,
stupid Brandon Braga, so dumb. Anyways,
so we get Caveman Thomas now, though. Is that we're comfortable with that?
It's fine.
Okay.
I mean, it's really not that different.
Yeah.
Than Will. But yeah.
So next, I don't think it'll change anything, but I'll let you. Journey's End. So this is the return of Mr. Crusher, and visiting the
Native Americans and the Cardassians,
indigenous peoples, and the
only thing I would
this
say
will come up later in Voyager.
You give like 30 seconds to Crusher to recognize to Wesley to say, hey, you're new. I don't know you, but I worked with your predecessor or whatever you want to call him. And whatever. That's it. You just give an introduction scene, I guess. That's all you could do.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying. You're saying we have to introduce Thomas to Wesley because he wouldn't know.
They wouldn't know each other, right? Yeah.
I've been reviewing the logs. There's this annoying. Oh, hey, Wesley.
Will, why are you wearing gold? Who are
nobody
you, kid?
Nobody told Wesley. Everyone's like, oh, no. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Yeah. By the way.
the writers would want to do that because you can only do that so many times. I know
because he was stuck in training and couldn't get mail, sub-mail.
He's off with the. Is he? I thought he was off with the Traveler. Is he?
No, that's this episode.
No.
This episode.
He turns Ball of Light. He does his Pokemon evolution. Okay. Ball of Light.
Who knows? I don't know. Yeah.
So not much. Next, also, I don't think there's going to be a difference. Firstborn. This is going to be
Alexander Worf,
future Alexander. Yes. Alternate future Alexander. Yeah. I don't even remember the episode that well, but what little is just Worf and Alexander's all.
We have Kim Tar. Yeah, I don't even remember this one at all.
Yep. Doesn't matter.
Which means it's awesome.
Old lame Alexander comes back and says, "No, I'm old lame Alexander."
Just reading the summary, it only mentions Worf and Alexander for like 5 paragraphs.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Next, also don't think it'll make a difference. Bloodlines. This is in the Ferengi Picard trilogy with the fake son of Picard.
The Picard clone.
Well, that's
not till Nemesis.
That's Nemesis. This is a real person. It's just they fake the DNA. This is not your father, but it's fake that he is. So yeah. So I don't think it makes any difference.
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything here.
Yeah. Okay.
If the listeners are not aware, season 7 not the best in terms of quality.
Yeah. We got 4 movies.
I mean, compared to season 7 of DS9, it doesn't hold a candle.
Oh God, no. It's no. Or compared to the rest of TNG, well, not the rest, but compared to the bulk of TNG, it's pretty.
Well, they were gearing up for a movie, so we give them a little slack.
And
the finale is pretty amazing. So we'll
get there. There's good stuff,
and we're getting there. So, Emergence. This is the holodeck births a child.
This is a fun one. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think.
Data in red during the train scene. That's about it.
There's a train. I was gonna say this is a train one, right?
Yeah. New Vertiform City, and Thomas is in the holodeck, right? He's not on the bridge.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yes, sure. Whatever you want.
I mean, I would just say that we start to see. I want to also see Thomas investigating and making conclusions and helping the team. I want
showing his skills.
Showing his skills, exactly. So it's not just why are you here, Thomas? Why are you? It's no, he should still be.
A problem.
He just doesn't have the exact same history as Will, but he is a competent officer, and I think every little moment we get to see that is good.
Yeah.
Yes. So guys, this is penultimate. So prepare your all good things. We're not there yet, but we're about to be. So here it is. Preemptive strike. Don't think it changes anything because it's a row episode.
Well,
who does she pull the phaser on at the end?
Well. It does change a little bit because there was some pre-existing, how do you say, chemistry
tension.
between Will and Ro.
Thomas is dating Troi, okay?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He doesn't even know Ro.
It does change that a little bit. Like because she's kind of struggling throughout the episode, and like remind me, the end of the episode was
She pulls a phaser on Will and says, "Tell Picard I said sorry." And
that means nothing to Thomas. That means nothing.
I think you have to have someone else. I think you Geordi or whoever, or
it could be Geordi because they went through the next phase together. That's actually pretty good. So
that's true because they shared an experience, and that makes it a little harder when she's basically betraying Starfleet and leaving.
You could say
because you're right; it would mean nothing to Thomas.
She could say something like, "The prophets willed this," or whatever, because that was a religious themed episode.
We're going to see Geordi and Bajorn makeup, so that'd be cool.
There you go. Well, would you be able to tell?
Would you be able to see it underneath the visor?
Well, see, I think it will probably want to be Geordi because they're going to have to take the visor off because it's like, gee, who is this? The only person that has a visor in the universe.
That's not.
No, I disguised myself. Can't you? No, I think.
In Star Trek Online, you can make any character with a visor if you want.
But that's a really good point. Geordi never really gets the undercover missions because he kind of can't.
They'll change Data's ears before they put Geordi. A little pale, don't you think? All we got left is Geordi. So it's.
Wait, sir, are you recording this, Bajorn friend? No. This is how I see. It's totally not a recording.
These are my traditional spring ball goggles. Wink, wink. No,
he just wears really big sunglasses.
No, it's even worse though. Like they try to reactivate that whole transmit what
the interface.
Yeah. And so, but there's like a feedback loop, so we start to hear like the bridge crew's voices echoing out through the visor. And he's like, "Make it quiet, make it quiet, make it quiet." Oh, okay, yeah, we know that's all a terrible idea. We're not actually.
I know. I am picturing LaForge with really big sunglasses, just like Spock always had to wear the headband. Geordi always has to have these bigger and bigger glasses. Anyway.
Or just the scenes when Time Zero, where a normal person's coming back in the room, so he has to take off his visor, put on the sunglasses, and he's just like, "This is not fun. I am not enjoying this."
All right, so gentlemen,
that's it. We're good. Oh wait,
all good things must come to an end.
Oh man.
So just to, we all know the episode, but just to what the issue here is going to be.
Q gets to meet Thomas.
That's true. I don't think they ever had a scene together, but yes. Well, I think it's just Picard and Q. But anyway, so it's funny because we're not even going to get Will in the past because Will's not even on the ship yet. We just get Yar. So we don't even get young Will. Because presumably Thomas does not have a beard. We've already said. So anyway, okay. But you could re-record that scene that is clearly from an earlier scene where they had to do Captain Picard talking to Will. Beardless Will Riker, and
saying we're going to delay our rendezvous or whatever.
Yeah.
And that technically is Will.
Yeah, I know, but you could have Frakes playing that again.
I know what you're saying.
Instead of just using old footage.
So we're okay. So remind me. So we have present time with Thomas. We have
and
past
Data.
time and Data.
And
First Officer Data.
Past time almost doesn't matter because
past time doesn't really matter.
Data's going to be in gold again. We haven't seen that in a while. So maybe they'll get his rank right this time. And
then future.
Okay, that's where we go. Okay, so
I'd say that's where we start because that's going to be the biggest change.
I'm going to softball first, and you think I'm going to ask Riker? I'm not. Data. Is Data the same? So he was first officer of the Enterprise. Does he become Professor Data in the alternate future still?
Yeah, I don't think it changes that. I don't think that affects it.
I disagree. I think it's paired because I don't think Riker is an admiral now.
He could be captain. It's not that far in the future, depending on how his career path went.
I'd say
he could still be. Same thing. He could be captaining the Enterprise. Doesn't mean
Well, hang on. Wait. Are you saying that the issue is that Thomas could not have possibly reached the rank of admiral by that time? Because that's 40 or 50 years in the future.
That's a good point. I don't know if that's a good point. I'm just trying to. I just think it would shake up a little bit. I think I think Data getting a taste of command, I'd almost rather have Data be on the Enterprise, and Data's still captaining the Enterprise. Because why not? He's immortal. There's really no reason he couldn't still be captaining it.
So instead, Picard's like, Thomas, yes, I see Thomas. And Geordi's like, okay, well, we'll go see Thomas.
Yeah, and then Thomas is
running a jazz lounge. And
yeah, where like Thomas is retired, and maybe he did make to Admiralty, but he is still so because the Data is our connection to the Enterprise. Because we need one connection to the Enterprise to
how are we going
to
to deal
us.
with Deanna? Because are we still going to kill her off? Which I don't know why they did that, but anyway.
Why did they do that?
Well, they like a false sense.
It's the whole. Well, it's the whole love triangle thing, which we aren't doing.
Because we don't have that. We don't have the Worf relationship. We don't because that's what we. How does the scene begin?
What if she's just in this future? She's just married with Thomas in the jazz lounge,
independent.
They're just retired. Like,
they got
why
kids.
not go for broke?
Have a happy future.
That will undo with this event.
That's the problem. But
I mean,
but I don't know.
Kill someone random off,
But are you guys okay with that though? With Data being still captain, like we don't have to go that route. I was kind of wanting to change it just for the sake of changing it. But
Admiral Data,
I am fine with it if that's where we want to go. I just think there's a
damn him anyway. His promise has been sitting on that chair too long.
There's just a lot of interesting Data character growth that is hinted at in that scene, like just really interesting stuff.
True.
And you could shift that to him being.
I would shift a little bit of it, like he still has his gray part because
he's
Data
an admiral,
and he's and we get so instead of in his study, the scenes are in the ready room or his quarters, and they're dated up, like they have that look as well. So yeah, I'm kind of wanting best of both. Where we're having a lot. I agree with you though, Daniel. Like I want to keep a lot of that character growth, but I think it's still fun him being
you could do because
the penultimate captain of the ship. Because
to me, and I'm not necessarily. I mean, this is my proposal. You can change it. Geordi as future novelist, that was sort of left field. We don't have to keep that. We could have Thomas as the civilian, and maybe Thomas is visiting Picard. I was in a neighborhood, and so instead of Leah, it's Deanna, and so I'm like, my cooking may not be up to Deanna's standards. Or I mean, not that I'm saying the woman cooks, but you know what I mean. But so you so we can do something with LaForge.
Thomas makes a mean oven baked pizza.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, here's I guess the bigger future implication. If you remove Riker from command path, and this is where it comes to a head, then at this stage, even in All Good Things, now Data is captain of the Titan. And which is fine if you guys want to go that route, but that's a very different future than Riker being captain of the Titan.
Well, I mean, it's Admiral Riker of the Enterprise.
Well, no, I understand. But what I'm saying is you're putting that character on that trajectory, right? So we're removing Riker from that trajectory and putting Data in.
I kind of feel we are. I kind of feel like this possible future, like I don't feel like we have to be bound to it at all. Like,
obviously, because they didn't feel like it.
Because they didn't feel
well, because I think what you could play with, potentially, is that Thomas chose Deanna this time. And so he did leave Starfleet. And so it's him and Deanna, family life together, not Starfleet.
Yeah, I guess I'm just saying, just like the even earlier on in these episodes, like where we're emphasizing Data as the second in command, and now he's going off to be
we are moving
rank,
Riker out of that
we're not
trajectory.
pushing Riker forward in his career at all at this point. Like it's like feels like it would be a real hard left turn at the end of Nemesis. I know I'm looking ahead, but just to say like, oh, now Thomas is all of a sudden the same. I just feel like at that point, let's make Data that guy. Data's
I agree.
Has the career.
I agree, because I feel like Thomas, I mean, and I'm pushing this, but I don't have to, that Thomas does make the Deanna choice. And that it's not...
I mean, we could have it both ways, though, like where Data is still in command of the Enterprise D, but Thomas still became a captain.
First officer.
I mean, if it's 40 years later, that's plenty of time for him to become a captain, have the adventures of the Titan, all of that, and then but by the time of the future time of All Good Things, he's retired with Deanna. Like, I guess I just don't know if we
Captain
have to make that
retired
choice.
Riker, just like we'll see in Picard. It's literally just the same. It's literally just the same. We keep that
it's
one.
kind of the same. Yeah.
Continuity. Dang it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of view it that way. The only big change for this moment in time is Data is on the bridge of the Enterprise D, and maybe
Admiral Data. I mean, just think about that. Admiral
Yeah.
Data.
I think it's has bigger implications for the future. That's all I'm saying. And it's fine if we swap those roles. We kind of already have swapped those roles, so it's kind of hard going back anyways. But it's just like you're not gonna have the scene in Generations, and we'll talk, I'm sure, about it, where I plan to live forever. That line's gonna hit differently coming from Data, by the way. Speak for yourself. So I plan to live forever, but.
I'm almost wondering because if we're done with all good things, and we've been going a little bit here, so I'm gonna suggest we warp factor through the movies. So you tell me just what's different, because all 4 movies at the same time, boom, go.
Whoa.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get the end. Of course, I mean, do we undo Data's death? Because I'm just thinking at the end of Nemesis, of course.
Let's go in order. Let's get.
Okay.
I need to because
go
it
fast.
Makes sense. Well, no,
Right, so
but
Generations.
we have to, because otherwise, like, we don't know what's happening in the 4th one if we haven't established what's happening in the first
all the
one.
character development. I'm sorry, I forgot that was in the movies. Go ahead.
Okay, so we're promoting Worf. Data gets emotion chip, thinking it's going to help him be a better commander, which that's kind of cool. Like maybe he talks about the lower decks incident, and it just did not. He's like, I have trouble connecting with the junior officers. Like maybe he's talking with Thomas
about getting ahead.
He's like, when he's like, I feel like we can talk about Will, but like Will always connected, even you. I see that aspect of him in you, Thomas. Like, I just don't have that connection ability, and he gets the chip and puts it in his head. Not to take that scene away from Geordi, but we could. It doesn't really matter.
The stupid I didn't laugh at Beverly's jokes. I mean, the emotion chip is whatever. It's him being a better officer. He wants to be able to connect with the crew.
The rest of Generations not really.
I mean, Thomas is there.
Difference.
He presses some buttons. I mean, much as Will was there.
Is he going to sing Life Forms?
He does the jazz thing.
It's a classic. Yeah. It's a classic scene.
Better than Mr.
Is he doing it on the
Tricorder?
little pad next to his chair? Like,
he's cap. I mean, Data's captain right there. I mean, he's in the captain's chair, so he's doing it in the captain's chair, like,
which actually makes it more impressive. He's doing it with one hand. So.
No, he's got 2 hands. He's like,
let me hail Starfleet. I'm telling what the mission update is.
And everyone's just like,
Thomas is just, you get
guys,
the Thomas reaction. You're like,
something happened to Data, and he's acting really weird. And that's even funnier because he's the freaking commander sitting in the captain's chair at this moment. It's a little scary that he's kind of going off the reservation.
It actually makes the destruction of the Enterprise D a little more palatable if it's a compromised Data instead of in command Riker, because
that's true.
He makes
Thomas crashes the ship. Troy's off the line.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Thomas is totally going to take the fall for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
I mean, it's Frakes. You're going to be mad at Frakes? No one's going to be mad at Frakes.
You put it on Data because he made the wrong decision to put that chip back in his head. And it makes sense. It works with the flow of the story and whatever. And
don't worry, we can still kill Kirk. We're all good.
It doesn't change anything.
Yeah. Oh wait, first.
But tell me about that. No, so how's the final scene work? How is it different?
Oh, okay.
Data's helping. I like Data picks up like the whole table. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Data.
I think he should because it's like so not all beings possess mega strength. But I don't know. Like maybe we
don't get the spot scene, but whatever.
Well, we make it all Data. We make it like, where Picard's kind of like
Darren's problems with the TNG movies. Not enough Data.
Someone should tell him about Picard season 1.
Okay. But no. I think they're back on the bridge, and he talks about how much you've grown, like Data. Like he's really proud of his officer. Like he's like, I
broke your ship.
He's like, I thought you would have had this chair next, Mr. Data. And he's like, well,
perhaps I still will, sir.
Yeah. He's
there
like,
are plenty of letters left in the alphabet.
No, or even better, we could have him say like I will probably outlive you, sir. Like something like, which is kind of
Thank
true.
you, Data. Always good with the comforting
Yeah.
thought.
Exactly.
There's a statistical probability that at some point I will.
Cease to exist. Yeah.
Okay,
If
so
only you got
first
your own robot
okay.
body. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Whoa,
All right,
whoa.
First contact. So, first contact. I mean, Data, obviously a heavy part.
Yeah.
There's some logistics, but I'll ignore them because
It's kind of pretty much the same movie.
Yeah.
Because they're split up, and Thomas is down with Deanna.
Who's in command
with
on Earth? Because Will was.
Jordy.
Okay, I could go. Yeah, that's fine.
the engineer.
Jordy's in command.
He should
It's an
be in charge.
engineering project.
Yep,
Makes sense to
okay.
me. So Thomas is just there as assistant, just like
Yeah.
like LaForge was to Will.
Well, he's
Thomas
working-
is to LaForge.
Well, he's still a history buff or whatever.
20th century
Will was.
or 21st century buff.
Yeah, and so he's
Paris?
still the one interacting with Cochrane the most.
Yeah.
Listen. Frakes gets directorial money. He doesn't need the actor money
LaForge.
at this point.
Yeah.
Let LaForge and let
Burton can act.
and Barkley have
Yeah.
all the scenes with Cochrane. That would be fine with.
Oh, Barkley would be a joy in that scene.
Oh,
He really would be. He'd be losing his mind, but it'd be
Just tell him.
great.
It would be really fun.
He'd be like, every scene is like, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for beaming me down.
I can see they're about to get on the Phoenix and LaForge beckons Thomas is over and Thomas is like, Reg, you want to take it?
I would even laugh where Barkley says to Cochrane, he's like, I mean, we did just hear the Enterprise got taken over by the Borg. It's real bad, but this is going to be a great historical moment.
Don't you think about it?
Don't you worry, Mr. Cochrane. And he's like, what is he on something? Like what is?
Yeah. So I don't think Thomas has. He doesn't have to be a big part. I mean, I know because he's not the core. I mean, he's there. But like you said, Jonathan's getting paid.
More data.
All right.
And
Yeah.
that actually makes it better if it's more data, more Geordi. Because he's directing, because Frakes is directing and he's busy.
He's busy. He's fine.
Yeah. And Geordi always deserves a lot. So do the ladies, but that's unfortunately not probably going to happen. All right. So, Insurrection. I think if we were going, I mean, I think everything's the same, but we've been kind of, it's not the relationship isn't out of nowhere. They're
right.
Riker, Will, and Deanna. We haven't talked about them for a while, but here it's more natural.
That's true. So Thomas and
maybe
Diana,
pops the question in this one. I don't know. Or she pops the question.
See a proposal scene. That would actually be kind of cool. And I think he could do it really coolly. And the other thing I was just realizing is that right now, Worf and Thomas are now the same rank.
Yes. Yeah.
Because of his promotion, which is cool. Maybe it's a more because remind me, where is Worf?
Sorry, now I'm flashing back to First Contact. Commander Worf.
No, that's
you
fine.
do know how to remember how to fire torpedoes. Sorry, but it's Insurrection.
So I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to think of the Riker maneuver. Are we still getting
It's Data.
that?
That's Data. Data's in command.
But where was he normally?
Oh, because it's
trying to
Data.
remember.
It's Picard Data, isn't it, on the planet?
Yeah, so the planet was because Data was doing the duck blind.
So
stuff.
it is Thomas. Yeah, it is Thomas.
No. But this is much later, though. Was he still on the planet?
Yeah, they're all on the
He
planet.
never left the planet.
Because when the insurrection happened, I'm doing hand quotes. When the insurrection happened, there was no insurrection. It's a stupid title.
No, they
when
take
the
him off the
insurrection
planet.
happened,
They figure out the chip. and all
Riker
that.
is the only person. Riker and Geordi are the only people who stay in uniform. Everyone else goes on the planet.
Right.
So, if you want to be Thomas and Geordi, you can.
And then Picard says, "Go do the thing in the space. We're all going to hang out here on the planet."
And you can still have Thomas in command as the third officer. Or second officer, I mean. So it's still the same.
Geordi's on the bridge. We give Wes
Being an
a
engineer.
time to shine, ejecting the core. And I'm saying LaForge is commanding the bridge.
If you want.
I don't know.
I mean, it's still boring. Nobody likes it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
I
Moving
mean,
on.
the Trill can't give Thomas, F me eyes because he's, engaged now.
Oh,
All right, so someone just posted that meme the other day, so sorry. Anyway, all right, so Insurrection. All right, Nemesis.
Now this would have to be significantly changed, obviously.
He's not going to fall down the chasm of the
we
Enterprise.
Can't kill Data. We can't kill
Well, we have the wedding.
That.
Well, I mean, like, Daniel, regardless of us
Totally
doing
forgot about
Nemesis,
that.
that's going to be the... Oh, yeah, yes, because we made Data first officer. That's why he can't die.
I mean, he can't
not just
Delete.
us.
Sure, he can still die if you want him to. But
I never wanted to. But...
Let's just not kill Data. We all didn't want that.
So, so what... so this is Thomas getting married to Deanna. It's Deanna getting married. Forget Thomas. It's Deanna getting married.
Sounds weird when you say it like that. I mean, it's totally legit, but this is Thomas getting married to Deanna.
Yeah. Who cares about Thomas? Deanna's getting married to Thomas. She's the lead here. Come on now. But I mean, there's not necessarily the... not that it was heavily emphasized. Because,
Wait. I'm just picturing the toast. Is Picard like, you have been my constant... Well,
and
after... Well, kind
Thomas over
of.
here.
I mean,
Thomas,
newbie,
right? That is your name?
Yeah.
Okay, Tom. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's like to Will. Oh, no. Oh, God.
No. There's an easy fix.
They have a framed picture of Will off to the side. Kind of like,
I'm sorry. I just did Riker and printed it off. I wasn't thinking.
He says the classic...
There's a strike through it on the... And it's written in Thomas. Sorry.
He says the classic...
Oh, no. Wait. What did I
It's
say?
been the honor of every starship captain, blah, 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 blah,
Right, okay.
blah, blah, blah. It's fine.
I was just saying on the invitation, it says Will Thomas Riker, and they just cross out the Will part.
No, they
This is
just
his
swap
middle
it.
name.
Thomas
It
Will
would still
Riker.
be on the invitation.
Yeah, it's still his legal name, and it changed
Oh,
Thomas Will Riker. That's what it says.
No. Thomas Tommy Riker.
Double T. That's what my friends call me. Anyway, but okay, we still have the wedding.
Okay, so
It's
but there's not
super
necessarily that sense
awkward.
of transition, which I didn't in the original Nemesis. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I probably watched that movie the first 3 times and did not realize Data was going to be the new first officer because it wasn't like emphasized enough to me as a viewer because there's no deleted scene and it's just so but
like
anyway.
with the First Contact era uniforms, like it's not as visually striking as now he is in red. It's like, oh, we changed your color.
Was he in red at the wedding? Oh yeah.
But I'm
So-
yeah, but you know what I mean. Like it's a very,
yeah.
it's not
The
as,
formal uniforms.
it's not as striking.
Yeah. So you still have the Data, the B4, except he's the first officer. Which
Yeah,
doesn't
he's
change
always the
much.
first officer, so that didn't
Yeah.
change. Is he going to get? Is Picard retiring? Are we making him the captain?
You would shift the transition from Will getting the Titan to Data getting the Titan. So he is going to leave, and now you have to pick.
Who's going to be the new first? Who's going to be the new first
That's
officer?
the thing. You have to pick the next first
You tell
officer.
me. Worf? Are we doing Worf? I didn't.
No.
I mean, you tell me. What do you want?
Well,
You can do
it
whatever you
can't be
want.
Worf. I don't think it fits with the ending of Deep Space Nine at that point.
Well, no, Worf is there, and Nemesis.
He is there, but it doesn't
But
fit with his.
he's
growth,
living
his
on the
character.
station. He's not sitting down at all. He's got the
is-
Defiant.
wait.
He's already
Deep Space
got a
Nine-
ship.
Deep Space. Oh, that's right. I was going to say Deep
was
Space Nine
going
is still
by
on.
now.
It is still on.
Yeah, because remember we bring him back by First Contact. We bring him back on the Defiant.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, I was thinking of Deep Space Nine still on the air. That was my question.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
still in the air.
Now
No, it's not. Deep Space Nine's over.
Yeah, but it also
We can do whatever we want with Worf.
Well.
we could, but it doesn't track. It makes no sense. He was not on track to be like the captain.
he's
of
a
E.
Nemesis. He's wearing.
Well, here's
I mean,
my
like
question.
you're rewriting Nemesis, which is fine. I'm not arguing against rewriting Nemesis.
I mean,
but,
we're definitely
No, but I'm saying at the end of Deep Space Nine, the last
Yeah.
time we had seen Worf,
yeah, he was an ambassador.
he was exactly. He was not like.
But in Nemesis, which comes afterwards, he's back in a Starfleet uniform.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
guess. But it's also they're not changing his role. It's not like
I agree with you, Daniel. It doesn't make sense for him to be all of a sudden on the captain career path again. That doesn't make sense. I'm wondering, are we? Because I almost don't want. For me, it doesn't make sense for Data to be given.
No,
the
because
Titan.
that's not a thing. Like Riker was always he's finally getting the captain. All right, shut up,
Yeah.
everyone. I mean,
I'm just okay. I have two possibilities.
Picard retiring.
That's what I'm thinking. Possibility one is
The last
Data is
mission.
getting the captaincy,
Yeah.
and Picard is going to retire. And it's again we get the whole I'm
Or
old,
is Picard getting
all that
promoted?
stuff, or promoted,
Either way.
whatever. Yeah,
Promote. Well, I mean,
promotes the
yeah.
Admiralty.
Yeah.
So we're either going with Data being promoted and Picard being promoted as well, and heck, we could promote Riker to commander, and
First officer.
he's going to be first officer of the Titan. Like, so we
Oh, he's just transferring to another ship. Sorry,
right.
I'm like,
Transferring.
who's captain of the Titan? No one. You don't know him. He goes to another
Right,
school.
but it keeps us on that trajectory where
And
he's
he and
one
Deanna
step away.
are still leaving. Yeah, he and Deanna
they're
are
still leaving
because they're together now. And so,
Data's now captain, and Picard is admiral.
yeah.
I kind of like that because it keeps
the family
Riker
really is
on,
going together.
Yeah, it keeps Riker on the Titan trajectory. I don't like Data now being on the Titan trajectory. That doesn't make sense to me. I like
Nobody
keeping
wants to
him
be
on
on
the
the
I don't know why that would not work. I mean,
You're just feeling like Data doesn't have his time yet. It's not a big like he's still.
I mean, it's not. No, you're right, Daniel. It's not that it doesn't work. I kind of like keeping Data on the Enterprise longer
Because there's always Riker getting his own command. We didn't want to get rid of Picard, I guess. And so Riker just getting his own. Because at the end, you still want to have that, or I guess, that we could have that scene at the end, and I don't know where it would be. It doesn't matter. Maybe it could still be in the ready room, but we're at Admiral Picard now. We see Admiral Picard.
He's put on the Admiral,
and we see
blues
Captain Data walk in, and we sort of get like this choreographed, Admiral Picard leaving the ready room chair, and Captain Data sitting down, and
yeah, there's that, or we could do the whole stand relieved
change of command
scene. Yeah.
And then you pan away at the Enterprise E.
Yeah.
And a little pan flute motion. I mean, then everyone's like, "We want Captain Data series. Where is it?"
Or Michael Dorn in our alternate future.
He's been totally scrubbed aside. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I don't even know what Worf's doing because he said he's not Starfleet. He's not. What is he? Just the ambassador now? He's
visiting. He's an ambassador.
He's a poor widowed ambassador.
Does he fire a torpedo?
We left Spock as ambassador for like 30 years, so I don't know why Worf can't be his ambassador. So.
Cool.
It's been a crazy ride with Thomas.
Yes. So that is our trilogy on Thomas Riker and what was and what could have been. And of course, as what started this all, of course, was the Deep Space Nine episode Defiant. So if you haven't given that a watch, folks, give that a watch and see what actually happened with Thomas. Of course, what happened afterwards. I don't know, maybe a future episode. Who knows? The post Deep Space Nine Voyager Thomas Riker. But in any case, Darren, if folks want to talk to you about how you were invited to the wedding in Nemesis, how can they reach you?
They can find me at drsci-fi.com, DRSCIFI.
And Daniel, if folks want to talk to you about how you are now wearing yellow instead of blue, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at PutUpDan. That's the number one, not the word, as in blue is still number one.
And if folks want to talk to me about why I'm going to be not wearing a beard in the future because of, the writers, they can find me at NC Public Servant. Well, until next week, I'm Philip Gilfus.
I'm Daniel Prue.
I'm Darren Moser.
Stranded here with no Thomas on City Alpha 3.